when you were at Saturday Night Live and you were just hanging out, you would, in front of the staff, you would do a routine that was too dirty for Saturday Night Live, I guess.
Right.
It was Burt Lancaster, the famous actor, and Kirk Douglas fucking each other on the beach.
Yes. And I don't know if they were on the beach, but they
I thought they were on the beach, like from here to eternity. You know? No. What were you doing?
Let me back it up for a sec. Yeah. I actually was in their last movie together, and for your younger listeners, they were just iconic macho superstars.
Right.
And I freakily got this part. I wasn't a great actor, but I looked innocent. And I was in awe of them, and my part was I was their parole officer. And I went up to Kirk Douglas, and I'm so nervous. Hi, my name's Dana. I'm playing Richie. And he looked at me and goes, why, you're perfect. You're exactly what I thought you should be. And he literally talked like that. I didn't learn it from Rich Little. And then I went up to Burt Lancaster, and I go, hi, Mr. Lancaster. And he goes, how many motion pictures have you done? I go, this is my first. I've done 72. You've done 1. That's 71 more. Ha, 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 ha. And that's the way they talked.
Wow. Just like in the movies.
Yeah, and so I was with them for weeks and hanging out with them and getting to know them. And then afterwards, I just had this flight of fancy because those voices stuck in my head.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's 2019. I do it a little different, but I had them having sex. And so...
What did that sound like?
Well, because I should explain, which I love these kinds of interviews because I can explain. Look, I don't like really crude stuff, but I like stuff that dances around it.
Right.
So the basic primary rhythm was, I want you inside me. Take it easy, fella. We only got so much time. I want all of it. I want everything you can give me. All right. Now don't keep bucking around like that, son. I only got so much play down there. You keep bucking around like that, I got to pull out and splooge all over your backside. So that became an iconic rhythm. And I got only so much play. I'll pull out and splooge all over your backside. So that made my brain happy just rhythmically.
We've talked about this before. Impressions are like music in a way. When I hear you do an impression, it's almost like it's like, oh, ho, ho, ho.
Yes, and that's what gets to your brain and lasts forever, like chopping broccoli.
Is it your professionally, it's your dream to hear that music, right? When that comes to you, you're like, oh, I can do an impression of this guy. Do you need to hang around with a guy, like because you got to work with Kirk Douglas and Burt Lancaster, the more you hang out with them, do you kind of naturally just pick it up?
Yeah, that's the easiest way to do it. But or you can listen on tapes. But now I do them wrestling, which is almost as funny because this is 2019, you know.
Oh, you think it would be politically incorrect to have
do that thing. So now I just do them wrestling, and Bill Hader loves it so much. I recorded this and just sent it to him in an email.
You're kidding? Now they wrestle.
Now they wrestle. So it's like, would you like to wrestle today? I'd like to wrestle you, but I got to warn you, I got sturdy legs. Why, if a rhino came at me, I'd grab him by the horn and throw him to the floor. If I got stampeded by an elephant, I'd stampede him right back. Meet me at Cannon Drive, 427. There's a gate on the side. We'll wrestle. All right. Would you like to make a wager? How about 10,000? Make it 20. Would you like me to bring a refreshment? I'd like some lemonade. I'll bring some lemonade. And so so if I'm in a hypnotic kind of thing, that would go on for 20 minutes.
So Lorne told Bill Hader from Saturday Night Live that he walked by and heard you doing this one time. He said it's the funniest thing he ever heard.
And that was the most flattering thing I'd ever heard of my entire career. The idea that Lorne Michaels, that was the hardest he'd ever laughed. Because I did it when we were in Aspen with all the Saturday Night Live cast, Will Ferrell, Chevy Chase, and Chris Farley was next to me.
Right.
I was put on the spot, and that's where I did it on HBO, but it was a different time.